It's a good show this year. There's a lot of variety of artwork, not just 2D work.
Wow.
And I think there's a lot of conceptual pieces that caught my eye, and that's good. People are thinking about stuff.
Yeah. I just wanted to come out for tonight and like see the works of the MFA show. And like I just came from Art Bash actually, and like I think it's just really interesting to look at the works of the students, you know, seeing what they have to offer. And it's been a really cool experience so far. The piece was interesting. Like it was hard for me to make out at first. Like I don't want to give anything away, but I think that the person put a lot of thought into it, and it was actually a kind of unique approach. So yeah.
They have to put on the headphone and sit on the stool. The sound resource is silence in Baihai Temple, so actually just like silence and kind of just like look upward and see like people walking around from a reflection all the time. So this part is called Ghost Zero.
I'm a big supporter of the creative industries in Chicago and like to see what young Chicago artists are creating. You know, I just arrived, but so far I've seen a lot of things that interest me, from performance, photography, installation, painting. It's nice to see some solid painting in the show. I was saying to my friend that I'm wondering if mime is sort of making a resurface. I think of Marcel Marceau, who is very much in the performance space when I was a younger kid, and I haven't seen anybody doing mime in quite some time. So it's interesting to see. It seems a little retro.
I think it's really great to see so much different mediums and so many different people, it seems like there's people from all over, you know, different ethnicity, different cultures, and what their interpretations are.
I came for the free alcohol and also for the great artwork. There's one piece where there's a fur rug and there's two people laying together, and at first it looks like a sculpture, but then they move around and you're like, oh shit, is this biomimicry? Is this animatronic? But they're real people. And I thought that was really interesting because they're dressed up in very fashionable, bright colors. And it's nice because it looks like a sculpture, but then it turns out it kind of spans that gap between performance and sculpture.
This piece is called Adaptation Into You, which is a piece in which I'm trying to bridge the gap between sculpture and performance, and thinking about the body as object, and a way of thinking about what kind of body two bodies can make. And like ways of, I'm also thinking about desire, which is the into you part, and how you adapt to your surroundings based on desire, and how it's a productive stance or a productive state.
I like it very much. I think there's a good diversity of work. There's a lot of. I love the way it lays in the room. It seems that there's more. For some reason, there appears to be more room. This is more spacious. I don't feel as cramped, and there are some pieces that really stand out that I think are really striking. With the flat work and the sculptural work, and there's a lot of beautiful work with sound and technology.
This is a piece called Spectral Cinema. So what's happening, there is a bunch of fractured glass that's inside of this room, and there's a video projection that's bouncing off of the glass onto the wall, creating this kind of cosmic projection that's fracturing the image. And then here behind me is a live feed of what's going on in the room from a ground level, so you kind of can see it as a landscape. And so you can't really understand all the elements of the piece. You have to sort of put it together afterwards from seeing both views of the work.
I'm really excited about the show. I was a curatorial fellow in 2012, and it was a wonderful experience. So it's really exciting to see what my peers have done and how dynamic the show is, and how it continues to grow and continue really, to be an excellent exhibition every year. I'm really excited about these works by Rodrigo Lara, who's in ceramics and getting ready to graduate. These are different memorial pieces. What I've really enjoyed is seeing how he had work in the New Works show this past fall, and how that certain seeds that were in that work have continued to grow and expand, and now he's produced these current installations. So we see him working with the same material, but the work is quite different. In the New Work show, he was creating very figurative pieces that were responding to violence and the drug wars in Mexico, where he's from. In this exhibition, we're seeing him do work that's much more personal and quiet, and is actually reflecting on memorial and kind of loss.